So we have a World of Tanks Blitz Reforged update from the official YouTube channel. Here it is, and we are going to go through this because there is lots of hype that Wargaming have listened, but I think there's some key terminology here we need to look at to see if that's the case. So let's take a look. So let's have a look at exactly what they've said with regards to actioning the feedback. The first one is commanders. Now this is key here. They are shelving some debatable commanders and reworking the visuals for others so they fit better with the Blitz identity. What that means is that commanders are not being scrapped. Debatable ones, whichever ones those were, because for me it was all of them, they are being scrapped, but others are being kept and they're being made to look more like World of Tanks Blitz characters, whatever that means. The good news is the national crew voices are going to be included. So if, like me, you are fed up of Duncan calling you a tosser in a pretty horrific Scottish accent in your German tank, you will be able to switch to national crew voices. Tank navigation improvements, making the user interface modifications to the sets to look and function more like old tech trees. Again, this is key. If you're being told that sets are being scrapped and tech trees are coming back, then that is not the case. Sets are staying, they're just going to make them look and function like the tech trees currently do. Now, what that actually means and what it actually looks like, absolutely no idea. But again, commanders are staying and sets are staying. Player progress transfer. Now, this is key because in the Ultra test, the information we were given was that if you had a tank and you owned it, that would be transferred across to the new version of the game. This is saying that progress will be transferred based on tank research rather than only for tank purchases. Don't quite know how that's going to work, but it does mean that any research progress that you have in the current game will be transferred across to the new game rather than you having to own the tank outright before the transfer happens. Not quite sure how that's going to work, but that's what it seems to be saying. And for those of you who like stats, win rates, average damage, etc., then that is going to be fully transferred and displayed. Fixing vehicle handling issues, excessive speed loss when turning. Again, this is just tweaks to the gameplay. The combat user interface is going to be changed back to the traditional green color for allies rather than what they're calling a turquoise color. Whatever it was horrible. And they are going to review the earnings and prices for other areas to ensure more fair progression and fix some technical bugs that appeared in the Ultra test. So, in summary, commanders in some form or another are staying. Sets in some form or another are staying. Transferring from the current game to this new version, there does seem to be improvements in that. And as we can see from the chat here at the end of this post, they are going to be more transparent, noting that some changes will take longer than others. They're going to communicate better. So we'll wait and see what happens next. And as they get closer to the next test, they're going to invite players back to experience the improvements firsthand. So let's wait and see what it looks like. That's the update that we've got. Do you think that sounds promising or not? Let me know in the comments.